Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. I'm Zombo.
And I'm Shaderaygun, and welcome to Bad Fiction Monday. Now you may be asking, this isn't getting uploaded on a Monday, or I'm not watching it
Or
on a
maybe it
Monday.
is.
But,
Maybe it is getting uploaded on a Monday. Maybe it's not.
we have yet to decide. But, the point of the matter is, and the main theme we wish to get across, is that it's always a Monday when reading bad fiction.
Because everybody hates Mondays. Even if you're unemployed and Mondays have no meaning. Everybody hates Mondays.
True facts. And for the first episode of our mini-series, we shall see, we're reading one of the most infamous fanfictions in internet history. One that is even debated to this day over whether it is legitimate or some sort of troll fiction.
In fact, to this day, I don't think anybody has ever been conclusively linked to having written My Immortal. Tara Gillespie, not really a person. All these characters that get referenced, all their DeviantArt accounts, all their fanfiction accounts, not real.
My personal theory.
Who wrote My Immortal?
My personal theory is that somehow the pseudo-goths of the world just coalesced into a theoretical being, and it wrote it.
By pseudo-goths, you mean just the fake ones who are just like, oh my god, MCR, oh my god.
Of course. So yes, we shall be reading the first
That
three.
is the mindset we have to do for My Immortal.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We shall be reading the first three chapters. I shall be providing a narration.
And your friendly neighborhood voice actor will be doing the voices.
Not that there's too much voice acting in at least the first chapter. It picks up a little bit later on.
And of course, we gotta have really, really fitting voices for these characters.
Of course, while I shall be reading in my calm and smooth dulcet tones.
Indeed.
Shall we begin?
We shall begin.
My Immortal, Chapter 1, Author's Notes.
Oh god, these are gonna be painful to get through.
Special thanks, parentheses, get it? Cause I'm Gothic, close parentheses. Numeric 2, my GF, parentheses, ew, not in that way, close parentheses. Raven, Bloody Tears 666. Numeric 4, helping me with the story and spelling.
Oh god. You know what? It's good that she has such a good friend like Raven. Bloody Tears 666. I hope to hear what good friends they remain throughout the entirety of My Immortal.
And surely the spelling will reflect their friendship.
Indeed.
Letter U.
After all, they're doing type checking.
Absolutely. Letter U. Rock. Justin da Louvre of my depressing life. Rock. Numeric 2. MCR rocks.
When I was a poor boy, my father took me to the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? He said, will you defeat them, your demons, and all the non-believers? The plans that they've made? I don't know.
Clearly
My dad was never around.
Clearly better poetry than what we're actually reading.
Yeah. You know what? I don't even dislike MCR. It's just, my god, they got overplayed during the mid-2000s.
I'm sure I've listened to them, but I'm not sure I can name one of their songs off the top of my head.
I was just reciting "Welcome to the Black Parade," which is one of their songs.
Yes. I think I was more listened to... Well, really my more gothic band was Nightwish. I listen to Nightwish.
Ooh, I love Nightwish. Over the Hills and Far Away to this day remains a song I can just jam out to.
I Wish I Had an Angel is sort of a guilty pleasure of mine. I think it's a very try-hard song, but I like it.
I also love their Phantom of the Opera song, which I think is like the entry song for Nightwish.
I also like I Want My Tears Back. That's a good one. They have a lot of pretty good songs.
I actually have one of their albums on CD. Do you remember CDs? I mean, I guess you do specifically, Shade, but
yeah.
Those of you out there, are you Zoomers enough to not know what CDs were?
To explain, they're sort of like laser discs but smaller.
Indeed, it's like if you took a vinyl record and you made it digital
and shiny on one side.
Or if you might be a little bit too young to even remember records. So if you took a phonograph cartridge and made it flat and round. We are really going on a tangent with this.
I think we're just delaying from the pain, but yes.
Oh my god, we should. Yeah,
Let us begin.
This.
Hi, my name is Ebony Dark Apostrophe Ness Dementia Ravenway, and I
oh my god.
have long, ebony black hair, parentheses, that's how I got my name, close parentheses, with purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back and icy blue eyes like limpid tears. And a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. Parentheses, author's notes. If you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here.
I have no idea who Amy
exclamation
is.
Point, close parentheses, period. I want to share an interesting tidbit with you. I have actually read all the way through My Immortal before with my friends. It was something we did in college called Bad Fanfiction Monday, which is where this idea for this show came out. And
I only read about the first 15 chapters or so.
I have been told on the internet somewhere, I forget specifically, but I remember picking up an anecdote that supposedly if you were to cut out all of the descriptions of characters, of what they're wearing, what their hair looks like, and so forth, My Immortal loses 1/3 of its length. And I could believe it. So
only 1/3? I'm actually surprised.
It might be a little bit over, a little bit under, but I'm not surprised.
I feel like that's at least half of what My Immortal is just descriptions of goth outfits and goth hairstyles. Or what they describe as goth.
You mean gothic?
Yes, gothic. That's with a double F, by the way, not a TH. Like we're not slurring.
Anyways, bracket, which as far as I can tell, these brackets are never closed. Oh my
god! Oh no!
I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a major fucking hottie.
So I think this is where they're supposed to close.
Probably. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale, white skin. I'm also a witch. And I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. Parentheses.
So worth noting, I'm pretty sure... I don't think vampires are in the Hogwarts universe, and if they were, they don't allow magical creatures to attend school.
I'm pretty sure they get mentioned, but they never actually show up. Like I think
that might be. You know what? You're right. Gilderoy Lockhart fights a vampire in one of his books.
I think vampires are mentioned as being part of Voldemort's army. You just don't see them. Parentheses. I'm 17. Close parentheses. I'm a goth, parentheses, in case you couldn't tell, close parentheses, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic. Well, don't all real goths.
This It's like that episode of South Park where the vampire kids are taking over South Park and the gods defeated them by destroying the Hot Topic.
And I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset and matching lace. Oh, with matching lace around it, and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, which is clearly needed whenever she already said she has pale skin.
Yeah, right?
Black eyeliner and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about.
Oh my god.
I do like that it kind of implies that she can walk outside in the sun, in that she's just happy that there's no sun. Not that it'll kill her.
We do not need to get into Bram Stoker mythology.
Clearly this is running off of original Dracula vampire.
We do not need to get into this, Shade.
A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them. I wish to mention, folks, that was all one paragraph. But now, we have dialogue.
Oh, yeah, buddy!
Shouted a voice. I looked up. It was... ... Draco Malfoy.
We Neil Breen now. What's up, Draco?
I asked.
Nothing.
He said shyly, summing up the chapter.
Oh, no, there's one more line. On my version, at least.
Yeah, I see it. But then, I heard my friends call me, and I had to go away. XXXXXXXX various X's. Author's notes. Is it good? Please tell me fangs.
Oh, and it just gets better from here.
End of chapter 1.
I'm going to try to emphasize just how bad her British accent is because she's clearly not English.
Maybe she's Scottish.
No.
Scottish vampires would be a unique concept.
I feel like there might be like some sort of undead creature in Celtic mythology.
Probably.
I know nothing.
I was thinking the Draugr, but those are the Norse.
Yeah.
Well, problem is a lot of people don't know about Celtic mythology because Celtic mythology was largely memorized by
and it was also just deleted by the Christians.
Well, that was the thing. By the time it was written down by Christianized versions. So they would have all these instances where it's like, here's these great and mighty heroes. These aren't our gods. Surely not. These are heroes.
I, too, am a fan of overly sarcastic productions.
They're pretty great.
Shout out to OSP. For real.
Chapter 2. Author's notes. Fangs, numeric 2. Bloody Tears, 666. Numeric 4. Helping me with the chapter. This is some real orc speak, folks. Real orc speak.
We the orcs, we the biggest and the toughest. Even we thinking this is too much.
Which color makes you the best orc writer? Judging by this, it's black, but I don't know. Red ones go faster.
I mean, well, red ones go faster. Blue ones are lucky. Purple, you can't see a purple orc.
I think yellow blows up. Yellow blows up better.
I think yellow makes you harder.
Might be.
That's why the Goths use the yellow armor.
Goths are black. Yellow is
Are Goths black?
Yeah, yellow's bad moons. They're the rich ones.
Right.
I digress. BTW, preps stop flaming my story, okay? XXXX, etc. The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood She's a vampire.
Just casually has her coffin inside a Hogwarts dormitory instead of, sleeping in a tomb.
I mean, you can take those coffins anywhere. Dracula had them in Carfax Abbey. That was just some random house.
He had him in the basement of the Abbey.
Same difference. Maybe she's in the basement of Hogwarts. Maybe she's in the basement of Hogwarts.
I'm pretty sure. Actually, she might be in Slytherin. You know what? Knowing her, she's probably in Slytherin.
Probably. But I'm going to say she's in Hufflepuff until proven otherwise.
Hey, don't you sleep on Hufflepuff.
I don't, but my favorite house is Ravenclaw. Oh.
See, my favorite house is Hufflepuff.
You know what I just noticed?
What's
you see that XXX at the beginning of chapter 2?
There's a 666
There's a 666 in the middle of it. Subtle.
That's if you spell subtle with giant flaming capital letters.
I'd say... Is that JonTron who did that joke?
Yeah.
Anyways,
with some Nightwish music.
I digress. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was...
Hogwarts just happy to give students blood.
My coffin was black ebony, tautology, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of
Why?
She's a vampire. She can accessorize her coffin.
With hot pink velvet and black lace.
Look, don't you disrespect her style. She's a true gothic.
No. Any shade of accessorizing with a black ebony coffin, and yes, I'm aware that's a tautology. Any shade of accessorizing that's not red silk inside the coffin is cliche and tacky.
You know what? I would disagree with you, because you know what else works besides red silk? Royal purple.
You know what? I respect your addition.
You could throw some purple in there, and it still looks quite good.
I'm okay with royal purple, as long as it's not bloody hot pink.
Well, bloody hot pink would be better than just hot pink.
If it's literally bloody, yeah.
But I digress. I got out of my coffin and took of my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas, showing her respect for her favorite band. Instead...
You know what? That's fair. Just having it like a giant oversized shirt for PJs.
Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat...
She's going to Hogwarts and she's still using those cliche fake witch accessories. Of course.
Has Hogwarts ever disproven Satan?
I mean, pentagrams were like the I'm totally a witch symbolism from the Satanic Panic.
Fair enough. Reminds me, it's kind of funny, the pentagram is a necessary symbol for the Elder Sign in the Cthulhu mythos, which is used to ward off evil. It's like holding up a cross. But I digress.
Yep.
Combat boots and black fishnets on. I put on...
Actually, my high school girlfriend used to dress like this.
I can't imagine.
It was a black leather, but...
Sometimes I wish I could pull off the goth look, but I can't.
Me neither.
I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend, Willow, parentheses, author's notes, Raven, dis is ooh, close parentheses, woke up then and grinned at me. She flipped her long, waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. Wait, so she woke up, she grinned at her, and then she opened her eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini, fishnets, and pointy, high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, parentheses, black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner, close parentheses.
OMFG. I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday.
She said, excitedly.
Yeah? So?
I said, blushing despite being a vampire and not, being pale and not having blood.
Do you like Draco?
She asked as we went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall. Now, folks.
Okay, first off, so looks like she is a Slytherin. So
wait. I was about to address that.
Okay.
That might seem like she's a Slytherin, or she sleeps around a lot, as Hufflepuff are known to do.
That's except they can't get into other people's houses. They would bang in the halls and secret passages.
Magic,
which is also shown in the books. Ginny slept around a lot.
Well, it's like it's like in the Marauders map in the movies.
Oh God!
Yeah, do you know that Easter egg?
Harry? What is it that Ginny's doing? Look, she's with Team Thomas in the secret passage, and they're going back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. Ron, put the Marauders map away.
Did you have a second point?
Was there an Easter egg of them?
Yeah, in the credits, I believe, you can see two pairs of legs facing each other, and one pair are obviously spread, and the other pair is in between the over pair. And,
oh my God.
They're kind of motioning in a certain way that can mean only one thing. I think it's either the credits or at one point in the movie when they're looking at the map. If you look at like a corner, you'll see it.
That's
one of those two.
That's amazing. So, this also brings up another problem.
What is that problem?
She woke up seeing that it was snowing and raining again.
Mm-hmm.
The Slytherin common room is down in the dungeon.
She's got a sunroof.
In a dungeon. A castle.
I thought you were about to make a joke about the vampire having a sunroof.
I mean, now I have to, but...
Listen, magic windows.
Nah. Alright. No, I so fucking don't.
I shouted.
Yeah, right.
She exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me.
Oi.
He said.
Hi.
I replied flirtily.
Guess what?
He said without a question mark at the end of his guess what. I guess you don't technically need one.
Guess what?
Yeah, I guess you don't.
Chicken butt.
Fair enough. I retract my my comment.
What?
I asked.
Well, good Charlotte, I have it at Cognizant and Holdsmeade.
He told me.
Oh my fucking God!
With periods in between each of those.
And I really screwed up that line read. Oh well.
I screamed. I love GC. They are my favorite band, besides MCR.
And can I just say, that's a massive difference in audio, like sound, like general sound. So good on her for having a diverse taste in music.
I can only hope she listens to Smashing Pumpkins.
I mean, we would have to listen to Smashing Pumpkins. After all, she's a vampire. And what do we know about vampires thanks to Smashing Pumpkins?
That the world is a vampire.
Set to break.
I thought it was set to drain.
You're right.
Carry on.
Well, do you want to go with me?
He asked. I gasped. End of chapter 2.
This is just... Oh, this is glorious.
Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet.
Oh, I'm aware.
You haven't seen nothing yet. I have read all the way through.
Like I said, I've read beyond when her and Raven become even better friends.
No. I've read to the end, man. Listen, you're on for a wild ride.
If people are interested, I might beyond a bad fan fiction. I might legitimately try to seriously read narrate the entire thing.
Oh my.
Yeah. All right, we got to keep going. We got to keep going.
Chapter 3. Author's notes. Stop flaming the story preps. Okay, in all caps.
Oh no, Shade, it's flaming.
Did I say flaming?
You said flaming, but like in a weird way.
Flamming.
It's flamming.
Flamming the story. Otherwise, thanks to the Gothic people, numeric 4, and there's a numeric 2, the good I don't even know how to read that.
Revewas?
She the second E and the second I in reviews have been swapped.
She can't spell reviews.
Revise. I mean, if this was on fanfiction.net, I'm pretty sure reviews is on the top. So she can't read.
I really hope this was just an elaborate troll.
Fangs Eggen Raven. Oh yeah. BTW. I don't own this or the lyrics. Numeric 4. Good Charlotte. XXXX, etc.
I'm claiming ownership of my Immortal since she doesn't own it.
Perfect.
And actually, you know what? I don't even want this.
I don't know. You can make a lot of money off my Immortal at this point.
I mean, I would be more willing to buy merch of other people's stuff, like the Internet Historian's take on this. Brings tears to my eyes.
On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. I put on matching fishnets on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all speaky.
No, that's right.
Is that right? I thought you needed an EY.
Yeah, that's right.
Spiky.
I think it kind of either or.
I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists.
My God.
As you do.
Okay. Jokes aside, if you are self-harming, go get help. We're not laughing, or I'm not laughing at the concept of her harming herself. I'm laughing at the concept of this person thinking that that's just something goths do.
And also, it's randomly showing up in the middle of her getting ready to go to a concert of a band she loves. But
also, she's a vampire, so what exactly is this accomplishing?
Yeah, I mean, I guess she doesn't really have blood in her veins. Depends on your vampire lore.
But she blushes.
This is true. Malkavian.
Anyway. Oh no! I think I don't think the Malkavians want this anywhere near their madness network.
I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some GC. Got to get that pre-concert prep in.
Yeah.
I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway.
Then why have you been putting on foundation this entire goddamn time?
She learned. She's out of school. She's here to learn.
You know what's frustrating is I actually had a goth girlfriend in high school. She dressed a lot like this. So I can say with some knowledge, if your skin is that goddamn pale, putting on red fishnets are just going to look black.
Interesting. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I wonder if she drinks other kinds of blood.
Maybe she drinks rat blood.
I mean, that is an option in Vampire the Masquerade.
And I'm pretty sure she's got super thin blood if she's a vampire.
She's like 28th generation somehow.
We have been skipping across so many bloody fandoms during this. Holy crap.
I went outside and immediately died in the sunlight. I'm sorry.
Drake. All right, end of story.
Drake.
Good reading.
That's it. That's our story. Ebony's dead.
Good night.
Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a simple...
that thing that the Weasleys had that nearly got Arthur to lose his job?
I mean, more than one people can have flying cars.
Well, the whole point was that it was a giant, illegal that Arthur did that to his car.
I'm surprised you didn't mention it being a hearse.
Oh my god. You know it's going to be a hearse later on.
Maybe. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. Parentheses, they would play at the show too. Close parentheses. Baggy black skater pants. Black nail polish. And a little eyeliner. Parentheses. Author's notes. A lot faux cool boys were it. Okay? Close parentheses. And here we have a sign of the author's acceptance of breaking gender boundaries.
That reminds me of Cold Steel the Hedgehog. The
Hedgehog.
Also, earrings aren't girly. Fuck you, Kyle. Stop sharing my DeviantArt account.
Nothing personnel.
Hi, Draco.
I said in a depressed voice.
Oi, Ebony.
He said back. We walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz. Got the Mercedes-Benz. The license plate said 666. Oh, parentheses. The license plate said 666, thereby making it illegal.
Oh, God.
Close parentheses.
Yeah, you know what? There's lots of wizard traffic cops.
Magic traffic cops.
Magic.
And flew to the place with the concert. On the way, we listened listened was spelled correctly there. Excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs.
You know what? When I want to get high, I smoke drugs.
I smoke drugs.
Yeah. Don't you smoke drugs, Shade?
Oh, I smoke all the drugs.
All of the drugs.
Cocaine, smoked. Acid, smoked. PCP.
I drink PCP by the pound. Or by the gallon, sorry. I drink a gallon of PCP.
When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh...
I would love to see 2 goths jumping out of a flying car.
Out of a flying Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, right, a flying Mercedes-Benz with the license plate saying 666.
Honestly, these sound like 2 superheroes showing up to the scene of something.
The Nobody Wants You Man.
Holy black lipstick all over my white face, goth man. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. I can't help but picture them jumping up and down with their hands at their sides.
With just stone faces.
Alright.
Alright. I don't know the melody of this song.
Sing it to the melody of the ABC song.
You come in cold, you're covered in blood. They're also happy you've arrived. The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mom. She sets you free into this life.
Sang Joel. Parentheses. I don't own the lyrics. Number 2, that song. Implying she owns the lyrics to other songs.
Oh, I would love to hear some of her songs. Joel is so fucking hot,
I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad.
Oh my god. What's wrong?
I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on.
Aye, it's okay. I don't like him better than you,
I said.
Really?
Asked Draco sensitively, and he put his arm around me, all protective.
That is not him being sensitive. That's him being a little bitch.
A little possessive.
No, that's not even being possessive. That's him being so needy that anybody giving even a slight compliment to someone else makes you depressed.
Allow me to play him a song on the world's smallest violin.
It breaks my heart. Really?
I said.
Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hilary fucking Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch.
I don't know if they're still going out. I don't know anything about Hilary Duff anymore. Implying I knew anything in the first place, really. I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly, blonde face.
She's jealous.
The night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got GCE concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back into Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into... dot, 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 dot.
Oh my god.
Dot,
oh my god.
Dot,
Shade. You can highlight the multiple ellipses.
Dot, 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 dot. I realized that. Dot, 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 dot. The Forbidden Forest. And
why did she put so many ellipses? Like, it's not even like a bunch of periods. It's multiple ellipses.
Look, you don't know anything about storytelling. You've got to leave them shivering in Antissa.
I mean, it's true. And I am definitely shivering with anticipation right now. But this is just terrible.
Patient.
This is... Oh, that actually made me shiver.
I'm good at what I do.
But what you do ain't pretty.
I mean, I like to think it's pretty nice. I gotta say, I kind of, whenever she said that they crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, I got this mental image of them, like, weirdly hunched over and hissing as they retreated back in through, like, the open back window or something like that. All freaky.
Meanwhile, I'm just picturing,
contorting.
have you ever seen that one music video of Crawling in My Crawl? Where someone just edited the crawling song.
Yeah, right.
And just has a caterpillar slowly crawling. I'm just picturing that caterpillar with a clown makeup face, like they're describing in this fan fiction.
See, I'm picturing closer to if you've ever seen The Grudge, Kayako, the villain ghost girl, how she crawls down the stairs and it's all like freaky and she's on her back for some reason and it's
and she's like cracking because her back is snapped and.
Yeah, you just hear cracking. Did you know Japan made a crossover of The Ring and the Grudge movies called Kayako versus Sadako, or Sadako versus Kayako, and it ends with them fusing together.
The ultimate goth waifu.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And the fusion even has like its own name. But, it was Sadako versus Kayako, and they fused together into Sadakaya, which is actually a less scary name.
It kind of is, yeah. By the way, I looked it up as you were talking. Hilary Duff started dating Good Charlotte when she was, like, 17, and they broke up when, and he was 26, she was, like, 17. So... creepy, and she ended up getting married later on and divorced to somebody else.
I just want to point out, by the way, that our main protagonist is 17 forever because she's a vampire.
How old are you? 17. How long have you been 17?
25 years.
Wasn't he like 200?
Probably.
That's Twilight.
Probably. No. Edward got bit in the Great Depression, so he would have been like 80.
Okay.
He would have been 80 years or so.
I defer to your expertise, Shade. I have never read Twilight or its better spin-off, Twilight 2.
Electric Boogaloo. Here's the
No. What's that?
Here's the problem with Twilight is all the vampires in it are cooler than Edward. Like, one of them fought in, like, I think, like, the Spanish Revolutionary War, but with vampires.
Here's the problem with Twilight. The entire universe of Twilight is freaking cool. It's just Edward and Bella are awful.
Yeah. One of them basically did Kill Bill, but with vampires. A lot of the other vampires are cooler. You know, except for the whole sparkling thing, but whatever.
Like, the entire universe of Twilight might have had some promise. If not for the fact that it was written by a Christian woman who thought that any sexual feelings were awfully naughty. And so you had to be a demon, like a blood-sucking monster, in order to enjoy having sexy feelings.
You know, I gotta be honest, whenever I read the part about the sparkling, I always interpreted it more of like a solid light reflecting off of him. And when it actually got to the movies, I was like, oh, that's way worse.
I never read Twilight.
Yeah, I did. But, that's why I'm on Bad Fiction Monday. Because it's always Monday when you read bad fiction.
If you guys liked what you heard here, leave a comment for us. Leave a like. Leave a dislike if you didn't like it.
And leave suggestions for other bad fictions for us to read. As we won't just be going in order of all my Immortal. We might jump around a bit. There's a lot of bad fiction out there, and it won't all be fan fiction.
I know Shade's been eagerly anticipating making me read with him a certain crossover fanfiction with Naruto. So that'll be something I get to suffer through.
Oh my.
At some point, we'll probably read some creepypasta. You know, October's coming up as we record this. And there's lots of amazing creepypastas and SCPs. Oh my god, SCPs.
Oh, truly the height of horror. Stephen King, H.P. Lovecraft, Edgar Allan Poe. None of them compare to some creepy realistic picture of a cartoon character with blood on it.
Hey, hyper-realistic blood, Shade.
Hyper-realistic blood. Yes, truly.
And don't forget the generic gore.
The most generic gore. But really, we can't...
And everyone crying.
Well, we can't forget the biggest horror. Not being able to eat food.
Couldn't even finish my fries.
Well, I think we've lingered a bit too long. I have been Shaderaygun, your faithful narrator.
And I've been Zombo, your lovely voice actor.
And we'll see you next Bad Fiction time. Bad Fiction channel.
Have a great day. Have a great day, afternoon, evening, and night, everybody.
A great Monday.